Welcome back to Grizz Vision on OUGrizzlies.com. I'm joined by head basketball coach Greg Kampe. Coach, not much time to look at film of last night's game. On to Valpo, a big-time rival here. Talk about the game on Saturday.
Well, you know, we got back about 2:30 in the morning. Roads were really bad last night, so it took quite a while to get back from Dayton. I think it was more like, 2:30, 3 o'clock. And had a little team meeting when we got back just to discuss, opening game in the Horizon League. And then we had some iPads on the bus. They could watch Valpo if they wanted to watch it, and I think most of them did. So we were I think we're prepared. Valpo is an interesting matchup. They are maybe as big a team as I've ever seen in the mid-major level. I just can't get over how huge they are. Athletic, long, big. You know, Scott, the thing that I've noticed now as we prepare for our second Horizon League contest is Wright State was really deep. They went 10 deep and maybe more, and all those guys are playing double-figure minutes. And Valpo's the same way. I mean, they've got maybe 10, 11 guys that are going to play double-figure minutes, and that's not what we have. We've never really done that. I've never really done that. So that's kind of as you look and see, okay, what's this new league about? What's it going to be? I find that a very interesting piece of information.
And they all scored for Wright State. I mean, they didn't just play double-figure minutes. They were making key baskets.
Well, Wright State's a good team. I mean, obviously where their preseason pick is, and they had some injuries early, and they haven't lost at home all year, and they really defended their home court well last night. It was a very competitive game. Got a little chippy at the end, which was kind of cool. And, it was good to see our kids compete. We knew their kids would, and I thought our kids competed too.
Talk about Valpo, such a big-time rivalry with Oakland. So many close games, 17 of 22, single digits. Last 4 games, final possession, where your team's come out on top the last 2. Talk about how special that rivalry is.
Well, it started not so special. I mean,
right.
We had a string of losses to them in the old Mid-Con Conference, and I had to get therapy from those losses, man. I mean, one game at Valpo, we had a 14-point lead with 2:30 to go, and we lost by 5 in regulation. I mean, we had a game here where we had the ball +3 with 30 seconds to go and lost by 2 in regulation. I mean, whatever it was, we just couldn't beat them. I mean, we just couldn't get over the hump, and strange, weird things happened, and we finally got the win against them, and now we've had a little bit of success. I think we've won 5 of the last 6. But every one of those games has been the last possession. It could have easily been 0-6.
Right.
So, I really like Valpo. I really like their program. When we first became Division I, one of the things I said is we wanted to be like Valpo. And I'm not afraid to say something like that because it's true. They were the dominant team in the Mid-Con at that time. They were going to the NCAA tournament every year. They had size. They had a great coach. They had a good fan base, knowledgeable fans. And we had some great games with them, and there was some barbs going back and forth, but they were always in fun, and I think there was great respect, at least from our end there and theirs. We actually had a fight in a game, and, usually if something like that happens, that kind of sours the rivalry, but no, I think everybody understood it was just competitive, and we've had a great rivalry. Part of that is I have such great respect for the Drew family, and I really like them and become really, really good friends with Homer and tried, Bryce texted me yesterday, wished me good luck at the start of the Horizon League, our first game ever. And I mean, that says a lot about a person when he's thinking about that, when he's getting ready to start his own. So it just tells you what kind of people they are. And I have the utmost respect for them, really like them. And, I hope they win most of their games just when they play us. We hope we win in a last possession game. I texted him back and said, I'll see you Saturday for our annual final possession game.
Yeah, and last night when I saw that going on against Wright State, it made me think of the Valpo game, and how physical that got, and that's what it seems like it's going to be in the Horizon League. We heard all about it, but seeing it firsthand last night and the way it was officiated, I mean, it's going to take a tough team to win this league.
Yeah, and we've always been a finesse team. We always have been an up-and-down finesse team, and I thought our kids, I was pretty pleased with the way we handled it. I really was. And, you say what you want, down the stretch what happened, I mean, that's just basketball. And, you know, one of the things that the officials spent 10 minutes looking at everything that happened, and if we'd have done anything wrong, you know, we'd have gotten thrown out of the game or something would have been said. And I asked the head official when they came out of that thing, I said, tell me if one of my kids did anything, because I'll send them to the locker room right now. And he said, no, you guys were fine. So then I watched the film, and Petro set a really good hard screen. But, you know, here's my point of that. That's our job. They're going to beat and hold and knock Bader down and hit him when he shoots. Well, they're going to have to come off some hard screens too. Yeah. So, you know, I was pretty pleased with what happened.
Hey, Coach, a couple more things to touch on. Travis Bader just 25 threes away now from the NCAA record. I mean, I don't think people grasp here, you know, this is a unique opportunity to come watch a kid here in the arena that's going to do something that maybe nobody in the history of Oakland will ever do again.
Well, he's going to be the greatest ever. Now think about that. The greatest ever in college basketball. Now, who can say that?
Right.
And he's got to stay healthy, and he's got to, you know, make some shots. But I guarantee he's going to get enough to be able to make them. So,
I'm sure he will.
You know, as we get closer, we'll talk more about that. We got to stay focused on winning and getting a win again. You know, we got to get a win. We have no league wins. We've never had a Horizon League win, so we need to get one Saturday.
Sure do. And then one final thing: the throwback jerseys that you'll put on display for homecoming, those are actually going on sale tonight, or at midnight tomorrow, I should say, in the morning. Talk a little bit about that, and fans will have an opportunity to purchase a throwback uniform.
It's kind of an idea that, you know, it's our 50th year of athletics here, and, you know, I still run in, like last night at Wright State, I ran into a lady that was a 1989 grad of Oakland, and she said, I'm still a pioneer. Well, you know, we're gonna honor the pioneers on homecoming, and we're gonna wear our throwback uniforms that say Pioneers on the pants. So we wore them in the early 90s. I picked a uniform that a lot of really good players wore, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna auction. We have, I think, 10 or 12 uniforms, and we're going to auction them off after the game. We did not put the players' names on the back, so, you know, you can have an old Pioneer uniform with a number on it, and it was worn in the 50th anniversary game. So the way you can do that is, I think, through Twitter and online, and really you can just email me. And tell me if I'm wrong, Scott, because I don't remember. I got in late last night.
Yeah.
We put a dollar figure on it, right? That you
we
can
did.
Just, instead of going through an auction, if you want to guarantee that it's yours, you tweet in or you send in or, you know, email that you want to pay. What is the cost?
$500.
$500 if you want that uniform. Like somebody might want Bader's uniform. That could be the game he breaks the record.
Could be.
Maybe we should move.
I hope not, though.
Maybe we should bump that up to 1,000. Bader's. If that's the game he gets, that we bump that up. No, $500 and the uniform's yours. So that all starts at midnight tonight, right?
Yep, midnight tonight. Yep.
Okay.
So they can tweet at Kampe, to put their bid in, or they could email you, or they could email me.
Okay, and then it'll be online. The picture of the uniform's going online, right?
It will be online, yeah.
So at midnight tonight, we'll have everything there. If you're interested, go get it.
All right, Coach. Well, best of luck tomorrow.
Well, you know what, Scott? We also need to say that the auction is going to continue on through the homecoming game.
It will.
And it's going to end, with 2 minutes to go in the homecoming game or something like that? Did we decide on that?
Right.
So that'll all be written up what it is. But the uniforms at the arena on homecoming day, anybody here can go ahead and make a bid. And so if you want it and you can't come to the game that day, you might want to put that $500 bid in, right?
You definitely might want to. Well, Coach, thanks so much for your time, and best of luck tomorrow.
Thanks, Scotty.